Hit the button.
I'm working on it.
We're losing the momentum.
I don't think so.
Just wait a second. We got to wait for the... That's the one? Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Two Fingers Podcast with your co-hosts, Cory and Phil.
With our guest, Matt Spencer.
Yeah!
What's up, guys?
Can you turn me up just a scotch bagoach? Just a little.
I think
Oh,
I'm still
that's
good.
too much. Too down.
No.
Go down.
It's so sensitive. It's so sensitive.
down. Check. Oh, down. Little down.
Hold on.
Down. There it is.
Oh, it's so
Check.
it's
I
so
know, it
minute.
is
It's
so-
so minute. So welcome back to Two Fingers Podcast with Cory and Phil. So today we have a guest with us, and man, we did this whole thing once, and we realized that we'd forgotten to record the audio.
We did the whole thing for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
it wasn't that long.
It really
It
wasn't.
wasn't quite that long.
Phil looked over and goes,
Yeah. Hey, guess what, guys? Anyway, so here we are with Matt Spencer.
Hey, guys.
I know his middle name now.
We do know it now.
You guys do.
First time we thought it was Christian. It's not. It's Curtis.
Curtis.
Yep.
Curtis.
Matt Curtis
And,
Spencer.
Curtis Spencer.
So Matthew, he owns a business.
He's
And
an
it's
he's an
called-
entrepreneur.
It's called Rap KC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rap
Wrapped
KC.
KC.
It's like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes from here.
5 minutes ish.
You know what I love about business names? That you can see the business name and you kind of know what it is. Like that. This is one of those. I mean, you know, maybe he's a guy that wraps Christmas gifts, and maybe he's a guy that wraps birthday presents. I don't think he is.
He is, though.
Here's the thing. This is what we know about Two Fingers Podcast: is it can be whatever, whenever, however.
He's getting the call.
He's getting the
I
call.
am getting the
He's
call.
going to take it right
so
now.
I got to take it.
Here we go.
Listen.
Shh.
Hey, Josh. Yes, sir, I do.
So, Josh.
It's a go? They picked my material? Oh, damn. Okay. 3M Deep Black? Yep. Okay.
Dead Matt Black.
So that's what I need to get ordered.
So, he got a high level client. Yeah. That we can't say the name. No, we're not going to know who it is, though. Yeah. It's multiple celebrities. Yeah. He's getting the call right
Okay.
now. It says that they said yes to him. That's so cool. Let's look at his zoom in on his face
And stare at him.
Yep.
Of course, he wants to do it.
I think I mean, I would want to do it. I don't know all of the details, but I think I would.
If that's what they want and it's for him, then yes, we will do it. I just wanted to be as transparent as possible with you of, you know, the expectations that could happen.
He's a good business owner.
Yeah.
That's right.
I appreciate you, sir. So I will get that material on its way, and then we are good for December 11th, correct?
It's happening quick. I like his boots. We're totally trying to eavesdrop.
Okay. So we need to start on Saturday. Yeah, we can do it that way as well.
So it's a new Ford Raptor 2024.
I already knew that we were going to be working weekends if we got this project, so that's already talked about with all of my guys and my business partner, and we're well aware of that. The only thing is,
So my question
we
is,
were expecting 7
is
working
this one
days
of
for the
those,
complete
like-
wrap. Is that still possible
this
so that we can
electric?
do Monday to Monday?
probably not. Maybe. It's just a Raptor. Those are the F-150s. That are like
The Raptor R. One of the vehicles is an electric. I think it might be the Raptor R. Yeah. We'll ask him.
we will.
I think it is.
I like that.
So,
Okay.
what I heard, there's 5.
You guys are right now are watching business happen. Like,
Okay.
M-
Yeah, like I
Wait,
said,
hold
we're gonna
on.
do whatever we can do to make this work.
If you look, you'll see the wild
I'm
entrepreneur
fine with
beast
either one, sir. Whichever works best for
in
your
his natural
schedule,
habitat.
and this is the
Crikey.
easiest process. I'm good.
No,
with
this
either
is
one.
BBC.
Yeah.
And then
BBC?
moving
Yeah.
What are we
forward,
on?
I am
BBC.
gonna get
We're
the
on
material ordered
YouTube.
this afternoon.
Facebook?
and
Are we on? We're not on BBC.
If you look, you'll see the entrepreneur in his natural
In his
habitat.
natural
Yeah,
habitat.
for
He
a
is
truck
now
that
taking
size
a
for
phone
complete
call
wrap,
from
we're actually
a
gonna get
client.
both.
Now wait, that's
Because we
not
wanna have
sneak up
extra
on
for-
him.
We're
too
gonna,
much.
Yeah, we want to have
Scare
extra for
him.
warranty material.
Watch as he does the
Because
mating
just-
call.
This is.
Yep.
He's literally negotiating tens of thousands of dollars.
And we're just totally making fun of it.
Yeah, so we always want to try and order from the same batch.
We're making it like so nonchalant.
What if we
Exactly.
screwed
Yes,
up?
sir.
If we screw it up, we're not gonna screw it up. If we do, we're
You're very
whispering.
dangerous when it comes to my
Loudly.
industry.
Here's the thing: we're out in the outback at night, and so
Completely understand that, Josh.
He's never gonna come back.
we're never gonna have
Yes, you know,
another.
you know it already.
We will never have another guest ever. Shit. I'm punching mics. I'm punching mics like a Mike Tyson. Quiet. How much of this are we gonna cut out?
None of it.
Zero.
Yes, sir. Sometimes that's how it be. But
This is
we're
the
gonna make sure we
episode.
do the absolute best quality.
The
that we
episode
can
is
for
shut
him and
up.
for you.
He can't hear us. He took his headphones off. He can't hear us. We're whispering. I'm whispering so softly you can't hear me. You don't know what I'm saying.
Okay, that's kind of true.
Say thank you. You're welcome. Look, here's the deal. I don't know what I was gonna say. This is the whole episode. The whole episode is Matt on a call. What are we doing?
Yes, sir. You are completely right. Wisdom is acquired by experience, not by age.
Listen to me. Listen.
How many minutes are we at?
7. We started the episode. You got a phone call.
It's amazing.
We've literally been watching business happen.
It's like watching a pregnancy.
Okay. All right, that sounds perfect. You are kind of breaking out a little bit. I imagine that you're driving, but if you got anything else that we need to talk about, I'll give you a call a little bit later this afternoon, and we'll talk more, and I'll let you know on the roll update. Thanks, Josh. You have a great day. What the hell are you laughing at? This man's trying to keep his cool as good as he can, and he is dying over here.
Matt, you did so well.
That was awesome.
I did. I was.
No, we literally.
We got it. We got the deal.
That's awesome, dude.
So,
Yes.
That's sweet, bro.
I am
That's sweet.
so psyched. So
We watched a business deal happen, but the last thing Cory said was like, we're like watching a pregnancy. What does that
what?
mean?
Where did that
What?
come from? I didn't hear that at all. At all. Didn't hear any of that.
Because we were whispering as you were
Oh
talking.
my goodness. Where did that
my
come
word.
from? Left field or outer space?
Oh, shoot.
Well, okay. When you
You can't even talk. You can't even talk.
when you watch the episode, you'll.
That was
I
hilarious.
hope the audio comes through.
It will. It will.
So
You're crying almost.
Yeah.
so
No, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Oh my goodness gracious.
well, it's like we're watching a deal be made. We're watching life
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay, I
Right.
I can understand
Yeah.
where that comes from now.
the conception of a business deal.
Right. Oh, my word.
But, well, that
Dude, that's amazing.
that
That's
deal
awesome.
is potentially probably one of the, it currently is the biggest deal that I have made in my 4 years of business.
Congratulations, dude. Yeah, that's awesome.
Unbelievably stoked, and we have finally got everything in order
Yeah.
to be presented an opportunity like this
Yeah.
and be able to actually take it on full
Yeah.
front.
That's awesome. So just to give us a little bit of perspective, how long have you been in business?
We are going into our 4th full year of business.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have been wrapping cars since November 1st, 2019.
Okay. Yeah. So just and the reason why I asked
COVID.
that before COVID,
Right.
Yeah, we actually, the company got started on I think it was April 17th or 20th, 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I asked that just to put it a little bit into perspective from the things we've talked about before on the show.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, how long does it take when you start a business? When do we start to see things and think, you know, as far as profit and stuff like that? So to say that you're 4 years in, biggest deal you've had, like that's a big deal. A lot of businesses legitimately close before they get to 5 years. So I would say just the fact that you're still in business and you got an incredible business deal right here, you know, in front of everybody.
Yeah,
Like
literally
that,
live.
dude, that's awesome.
That's so
this,
cool.
This deal got presented through, you know, a friend of ours.
Yeah.
It's kind
that
of a
we brought
friend of
into
a
this.
friend
Yeah.
maybe of a friend.
Yeah, because I met them, you know, years ago when we had our old shop, because they were just down the street, and they came over and introduced. But like, you know, we weren't very big. They were in business for multiple years. Didn't really, you know, make a massive connection at that point in time. And then last January, Liz and Rory came back into our lives, and they own a business, Tinting KC.
Yeah.
And they came back in, and we ended up forming an amazing relationship with them because, you know, in our industry, my business partner and I, we don't like to tint cars.
Yeah.
It's like I don't fit super well on the inside of small cars. And he doesn't like just having to do the whole thing. So we also tried PPF, which is another thing that's in our industry.
What does PPF stand for?
PPF stands for paint protection film. So it's the clear film that protects your paint from rock chips, damages, you know, scratches, things like that. Anything coming off the road or from another vehicle.
So it's kind of like clear coat paint, but you put it
It's
on
a film
in sheets.
Yeah. And it's more expensive than vinyl wrap just because it comes with a much longer warranty, and that warranty is also transferable to the next owner.
I heard that it's like the same stuff they put on Apache helicopter rotor blades.
Yeah,
Like
it
it's
is.
legit stuff.
Yeah, the brand that we use is called XPEL, and when I say we are partnered with Liz and Rory at Tinting KC because, like I said, they don't like to vinyl wrap. We don't like to tint in PPF, so we, you know, cross everything between our businesses. Mainly because, you know, when you PPF a car, you don't have to fully take it apart. Whereas when you wrap a vehicle like you experienced, I take your entire car apart.
Yeah, you're taking my doors off. You're taking my bumper off.
I mean, absolutely everything that I
yeah.
can to clean properly and be able to secure all those edges for longevity. You know, these aren't small ticket items,
No.
so we want to make sure that they last, not laugh, the lifespan of each vinyl brand.
We don't like to laugh here.
Not
Are you
at all.
kidding me? You guys were hysterically laughing when I walked in the door.
It was amazing. So the 1,000-day benchmark, you know, you guys have read the book, you know, The Dip. Who wrote that?
The Dip?
Was it Seth Godin?
Can I be honest?
The Dip.
I want to be honest.
Be honest.
I've never heard of that book ever in my life.
I was with Phil, but I didn't want to say something.
I'm just going to be real. We're real on this show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, The Dip is
The only thing about dip that I know goes in your face hole.
Well, this book would.
The nicotine.
Yeah,
that
that's
I
the one.
inhale,
That's
which
the one. That's
I
the
don't
one.
know. Can I do this on the show? Do you guys? Care?
I mean, whatever.
dip, the
Look,
dip.
I mean-
this show is about doing the things that we do.
Seth Godin.
So whatever.
It's
I mean-
Seth Godin.
Seth
It's
Godin.
Seth Godin.
It's Seth
Okay.
Godin. It's called
That-
The
well-
Dip.
Okay.
There's a picture. The Dip.
The dip.
So what it talks about.
Okay, I have seen that cover before, not album cover.
So what it talks about is you start off on your business journey.
Yeah.
And it's pretty flatlined. You see that. And then it gets really hard really quickly. And you lose money. You spend money. You make bad decisions. You make more bad decisions. You make more bad decisions. You stay up late. You don't come home at night. The dip. 1,000 days. That bottom of that little white curve there is 1,000 days. That's 3 years-ish.
Okay.
The dip. And historically speaking, that is when most people give up. But historically speaking, 1,001 days is typically when you have your breakthrough.
Okay, so look, we were talking earlier in this day, and I was expressing some things to you about my business specifically.
Last episode was not today, Phil.
I'm not even talking about the episode. We were just talking.
We were.
You and I were just talking.
Yeah.
And you said, "Oh, hey, it's like you're in the dip," and I was like,
Well, you said, yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I guess because at some level, I feel like, yeah, I'm in a dip right now. So you were speaking of a specific
term.
Okay.
The dip.
That makes sense
It's
now.
typically when things are the worst, and that's where you're like, this isn't worth it.
Sure.
I have $6 to my name.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Right.
I can't do it. I can't
Right.
do the thing.
Yep.
But
So-
that's the point where if you can push past the dip,
Yeah.
an hour, a day, a
Right,
week, a
right,
month,
right.
that's when, boom, you get the
Booyah.
This is what
Things start
tens
to
of
happen.
thousands
I mean,
of dollars.
he's not lying at all.
Right.
3 weeks ago, I told you we were down to the skinny.
Yeah.
Like I hadn't made a sale in probably over a month.
Right.
And we were running out of money pretty quickly, and nothing was coming in. We
And
really didn't
you've got
have
how
a
many
whole lot of work
employees now?
coming in. Now in total 6,
6 employees
with my business partner
plus
included.
him, with his business partner.
6
not,
in total. Yeah.
Not a single sale.
Yeah.
That is definitely
That's
the
tough.
skinny.
So it was very stressful. When you have a business and you start to have employees, like that's really where a lot of your responsibility and like some anxiety comes from, because you're like, I have to provide for these guys.
Right.
Like that's what I'm setting out to do as a business owner, is provide, a lifestyle for myself and the people that help me and my team and make this work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were so down to the skinny. I had no idea like what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Where the money was going to come from, like how we were going to stay in business. And the last thing I wanted to do is be telling my guys like, hey, you're full time right now, but like I need you to go down to like less than part time.
Yeah.
And I still want you to be here. Like we've trained you for a year and a half each. Like I don't want to lose all of that time invested, but it's like we don't have the work right this second. And the first start of the uphill, because we were down in that dip, and that first start of the uphill, it was actually a couple months back, and we thought these emails were like scam emails, and they kept coming from this company in Vermont, and it's a graphics company, and we were like, oh, like this is scammy, this is spammy,
Yeah.
and we didn't really pay attention to them. And then one of them came across like urgent, we need installers for a Tesla job. And I called my business partner. I was like, dude, we've gotten a few of these now that I've like looked at this. Like, do you still think this is like a scam, or should I see what's up? And he was like, well, call the number, see what's up. So I did. And I called this lady, and she was like, no, like we've been trying to have you do some jobs for us for like the last couple of years. And I thought they were spam.
Wow.
Because of the way that they came across.
Right.
Like, they didn't have any of the companies.
Write your emails better.
Yeah, they didn't have any of the company's branding on it or anything. It looked very spammy. But I ended up getting a hold of her, and then that turned into a $10,000 contract for doing a couple Tesla vans that are mobile service vans.
Nice.
And then, they were telling me if we do a good job on installation, like they get fleets of vehicles delivered up to custom trucks here in Kansas City that need to be prepared, need to be wrapped before they go and actually are in service for that company. So she was like, hey, like if we can make this work beneficial for everybody, like we make everything, we ship it directly to you, and hopefully, some of them will come on site, but we actually have to go on site to this place to go do all of the job, which is going to be interesting. We've never had to leave our shop to go do a job, but it was $10,000. So
Dude.
it's like
I'll
that
learn
was
a new
the
skill
first.
for 10,000.
Yeah, it's like that was
That's
the
awesome.
first, and then 2-3 days after we got because we told them, we were like, hey, we've never done business with you guys. You're all the way in Vermont. I can't chase you down if you don't pay your bill.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be very hard.
Yep.
So we were like, hey, we want to establish good trust, but in good business, because we've never done business with you before, we would still require a down payment for this first job. Proceeding forward, we're fine with getting, after everything's been through the process and the red tape, like we get cut a check.
Yep.
We're fine with that. But at the beginning, we were like, we don't know you from Adam.
Right.
So with that, we were like, we need some kind of reinsurance for this first part.
Yep.
And they cut us a check, sent it right to us, and we were like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So that was the start of it.
Yeah.
And then a couple days after that, I get a random call from a company that's 3 minutes from my shop, like in the same industrial kind of park area.
Right.
And he was like, hey, we've got a company, it's downsizing, and we've got 18 vehicles that need to go to auction. They're all wrapped currently. Can you unwrap them? Well, normally we're at about $1,000 to do just a single unwrap, but when it comes to that many vehicles and competing with other people in our industry, you know, like, I guess I shouldn't probably say all the other shops, but, you know, competing with ones that are more towards commercial industries like that, they can beat us in price because they've got a crew of 15 guys that can get one vehicle done in a day, where I only have 6 guys and we take about a day and a half, maybe 2 days, depending on how much extra adhesive is left over.
Right.
So we ended up quoting the job at the beginning, and I told him, he's like, dude, we're downsizing. I don't know if I can get that quote accepted.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, what's your expected budget from the CEO?
Right.
And he was like, honestly, they don't have one.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go talk with my partner again. I'm going to see what the absolute best deal that we can give, because we're, you know, right now it's November going into December.
Right.
We're doing an end of the year sale for 10% off new clients for any wrapping service. Well, unwrapping a vehicle is a wrapping service.
Yep.
So we ended up correcting all of that, getting it down, and he accepted a $15,000 bid.
Wow.
Like not $13,000 bid.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom. So it's like, there's $23,000 in just a couple days.
That's sweet.
And then Liz hit me up and was like, hey, this man, you know, he just came by and he's having a lot of issues with just getting quotes and inquiries for a wrap for this specific person.
Yeah.
And just didn't have a great vibe and feel from the other places that he met with. They weren't super professional. They didn't really have a good amount of organization or anything like that. So Liz has had this person as a client for a while, and she stuck her neck out for us. She was like, hey, we really believe in these guys, and they've been doing a lot of work in great qualities. So like, we want to be able to kind of help push you guys forward. So she stuck her neck out for us and said like, hey, this is who I would choose.
Yeah.
And I got to meet with him last night. We ended up having almost a 4-hour meeting.
Wow.
Because he wanted to know a lot, because he is the middleman for somebody that is very prestigious here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So with that, you know, they have a lot of expectations of who's going to be taking care of these vehicles and how they're going to be taken care of, and if the job is going to get done correctly. So I walked them through everything.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. So that's awesome. So a few things that, as you were talking, a couple things that came in mind. One, you were talking a little bit about Liz. Last episode, go watch the last episode, because we were talking about our business group. A couple before that, right? You mentioned something about you hadn't done wraps outside of your shop, but for something like this, you said, "Hey, I'm gonna go do that." We talked to a couple episodes ago about like a chef in the kitchen. Sometimes you're like, "Hey, can I work outside of this?" You don't know where things are, but just to be able to do that.
There's two types is what this lady who did her dissertation, like a PhD kind of thing. She learned from a guy who, you know, Nobel Peace Prize. There's a chef that is very comfortable in his own kitchen with his own tools, with his own recipes, can really rock it, his or her, and crushes it. Then there's the chefs that are able to go to someone else's kitchen, don't know where the tools are, don't know what the recipes are. They see the ingredients, they're like, I can make this. And that's where my knife is, and this is that. We talked about how being there's those two types of entrepreneurs. There's the entrepreneur that follows a recipe, gets it done. Then there's the entrepreneur that makes it up as they go and just like pulls it out of their butt.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Is you're
Right.
like,
I would definitely say I'm probably on the secondary side of that,
Well,
but I also feel like I
pull it
could
out of
be a
your
little
butt.
bit both.
And I think that's what's adaptable is, right, obviously in your own space, you know where things are, you know how it's going to go, you know what to expect.
and that's where you thrive.
Yes.
Yes, I would absolutely agree. Like my guys and I are going to do the best work
Right.
in our own shop. We have our privacy. We know where everything
Right.
is.
You're quick. You're efficient.
yeah.
You're.
You know, we can also limit distractions. If I need
Yeah.
to, like, I can lock the front door, I can lock the rear door, and
Right.
like nobody's going to be able to come, even if they're banging on the door. Like,
Right.
we've got the music in the
Yeah.
back, like things
Which
like that.
sometimes is a really big deal. But then it's like, hey, we got this client that wants us to come out of our place, and you rocked that too. So I think that says a lot about who you are as an entrepreneur and just as a business owner. Like, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get the job done. Period.
And you were able to, while sitting in a studio, not at your building, with a mic in front of your face, while two dudes are just laughing, busting it. You were able to
You
go.
guys were cracking up.
We were.
Your face was getting a little red. I
Oh,
saw.
I don't
you
doubt
wanted
my
to,
face is
you
getting a
wanted
little
to
red.
join in.
It was fun.
You were able to go. Okay, you didn't want the materials that I suggested. You want. Okay, so we're going to change it to this. Okay, so you want to do that. Okay, so what's the date? You were working on the fly, and I thought that was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was.
I've had, over the last 4 years, I've actually had a decent amount of experience working on the fly, mainly because, you know, there are certain times as being a business owner that you can't actually get fully away, even like when you try and take a vacation. Like last summer, a friend of mine got married down in Arkansas, and we ended up taking, you know, an extra 5 days off of work and went down to the lake, which is just about 45 minutes north of there. And then we were able to stay at the lake for those 4 or 5 days before the wedding. And that entire time, every morning I'd get up, you know, I'm checking emails, I'm on the computer, I'm trying to do some phone calls. Like, I'm trying to make sure that I don't just get a week backed up in work. And yes, it's not like what I want to be doing while I'm on vacation, but I've had such a strong work ethic since I was 14 years old is when I started working. And I've always been down to just like, let's work.
Yeah.
A lot of people in my life are like, you need to find a balance. And I think there can be a balance, but I have yet to find that.
Yeah.
I'm go, burn.
Yep.
Take a second to be burned out.
That's real.
And then go again.
Yeah.
But burnout's very real, and it has affected my business in a couple different ways, because when you get burned out and then, you know, your partner's burned out as well, it's like, okay, who's going to get the work done now?
Yeah.
It's like trying to muster up that motivation to just make it happen is a big thing.
And I know, like, so I said I had a few questions. I guess a couple of more statements. The question that I have, and this is maybe a little bit putting you on the spot, but as we were talking about, like, you know, just a few months ago, you were like, are we going to shut this thing down? What are we going to do? Whatever. Like, what was it that was in you that you decided we're going to keep pushing this thing forward, at least for now, to make this sucker happen? Like, was there
I can
something?
tell you in one word.
Come on, baby.
Stubborn.
Hey.
My business partner and I were just having a conversation about this last night. And if you ask either of our mothers, both of them will be like, these two assholes are so stubborn.
I love it.
And that is honestly, like, it's gotten us this far. It's like, why would we stop being stubborn? But there has been so many low points in business that, you know, I've ended up, you know, having my face in my hands, like on the verge of just absolutely bawling in certain places.
Sure.
Feeling like I've either let my business partner down, I've let myself down, I've let my guys down in any way, shape, or form. Like, it can just absolutely destroy you sometimes.
And I think that's what I want to say to everybody that's watching right now, is that there are times where sometimes let's, if we're going to call it stubbornness, has to just rise up in you, like, no matter what. Like, sometimes you feel like, okay, I don't know how we're going to go tomorrow, but I'm not quitting. It does not matter what happens. I am just not going to quit.
I like to call it determination.
Of course.
Stubborn,
Oh, absolutely,
stubborn and
determination.
determination. So stubborn is the negative connotation. Determination is the positive.
Yeah.
It's like, my wife is very determined.
Yep.
And so is my son. Like, I've got a number of kids, but it's like, I need to line up my Hot Wheels trucks on the stool before I can go potty.
Yeah.
I will pee my pants if my trucks are not lined up.
Sounds like you have
This
experience.
This is maybe a true story.
Maybe.
And we carry that into life. Like, I need to get this done before I can go do X. I have to get this done.
Yep.
There's no other option. I don't understand what you guys are talking about. No, we can't go do C-dos until I answer this phone. I have to line up my trucks before I pee.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the pee can't wait, the pee comes. But my trucks will be lined up.
That's for real. Hey, that's real life. If that's you out there, like, has anybody experienced that? Like, you're determined to do it no matter what. We'd love to see, comment, say something about your experience with your business or with your life like that. I think it encourages us all because we know we're not alone in that. So anyway, yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Just taking away from that small conversation, I saw a reel by Alex Hermosi.
Oh yeah, good guy.
And I've really liked a lot of the stuff that he has gone about and said. And one of the things that he said about businesses succeeding or failing, he's like, businesses either succeed or fail by the determination of one thing: the business owner, and if he's going to quit or not.
That's so good.
It is.
Because if you quit, you fail.
Yeah.
But if you keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep putting one foot in front of the other, you eventually are going to be successful.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
Whether you fail once, I invite failure now at this point.
Yeah.
Because like we'll be doing a panel and it's like if it's on anybody's car and it's like a dog hair or my beard hair or my arm hair, something gets underneath that wrap. And then it's like we finish the whole panel. It's like 2 hours of work or less, depending on the panel. And then you look at that and you see that little dog hair, and you're just like,
"Son of a biscuit!"
That whole thing's coming off.
Do it again.
And it's like we got to redo it again. And it's like, sometimes it's just having that determination. Like, this is the quality of product that we want to do. So if something like that happens, it's just we have to be determined enough to redo it and make sure it's sure it's correct.
That's really good. That's really good.
While you're talking about that, I'm looking at the signatures on the wall, and one that I haven't seen yet. I have no idea who wrote it. It says "Things happen here," and I'm just thinking about the people that have been in this studio, or that studio, or that studio, and the determination that they have had to have to get the clients, to be able to afford the space. And then to get here, set up, do the stuff, go through the scripts, get the lighting. Like there's so many different things that have had to happen for them to do, like make things happen here.
Yeah.
And I think that in any business, you drop ship Amazon products, you do faceless YouTube videos, you wrap cars, you do HVAC, you are an Uber driver. What have you had to do to get to that point?
Yeah.
Like that there's an element of determination,
100%.
Creativity, just risk. I mean, I'm starting to stack up haters now, which makes me sad, but also makes me really happy all at the same time. I've got 3 on my list.
Yeah.
I only have 3 haters, but I've got 3 haters,
Right.
And it's
Does that fire you up?
it does. It does in a weird way.
Give me more haters.
Well, it's funny because like one is a former business coach.
Interesting. Okay.
I know.
That's real. Yeah. For real.
It hurt.
Interesting is for real.
It hurt. And another is a family member.
Yeah.
And
that doesn't surprise me.
I was going to say that's
no.
I think most people would agree that's a common but
it's
somebody in your family is not going to believe in you.
It's a family member that I get along with really well, that I like. They like me.
Yeah.
But they don't think that I can do what I'm setting out to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we'll see.
Right.
Let's go.
Jeremy and I had the same thing happen to us. The people that you would think would be right in that corner and absolutely just firing you up are the ones that are actually sometimes taking you down.
So crazy to me.
So there's kind of there's a bad kind of taking you down, and there's also, I feel like, a good kind of taking you down. And what I mean by that is so what I mean by that is like this person doesn't think, at least said, I don't think Cory can do what, Cory's, I'm really trying to generalize. because that person's probably going to see this. I love you. And what you said really fueled me, and I appreciate it. So I'm trying to be super general here.
Yeah.
So I don't call that person out because I respect that person a
but-
lot. But
Yeah, there's
it's
no
like,
need to do
yeah.
that.
So it's like, I don't think Cory can do what he wants to do. He's good at this. I don't think he can do this, which is what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm like, I actually think I can do that. I don't think I'm there yet. I agree with you that I'm not there yet. I'm here, but I'm not here. And so now I'm appreciative of that. And so I can take that as a positive down and go, I agree, but let me show you. Let me get there. Let me make it happen. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to make it a competitive kind of good fuel, not as like a fuck you, kind of a negative fuel. Like, how can you not believe in me? Like, I feel like that's a negative way of taking it, where it's like I feel you, but hold on.
Right.
Let me show you.
Right.
Wait
Give me
till,
a little bit of time.
Wait till chapter 3.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Well, and maybe it's just because they haven't seen that in you yet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like they just don't know.
They're not with me all day.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not with me all day.
From what they know, their perspective, man. And I said this all the time, especially when we were in ministry. It's like perception is reality. Until that perception that somebody has of you, that is their reality, and until that perception can change, it's not going to change. Like
that
it's
is
just it.
reality.
That is their reality.
Their perception is the only thing they know.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man,
Okay, so
that's deep, bro.
I know we're getting towards the end here.
Yeah.
If you could get away with any crime, what would you do?
Embezzlement.
Why
Wait,
would I be
what?
answering that on a podcast?
No, so like, would you rob a bank?
You rob your bank.
Would you be a con artist? Would you murder somebody? Would you embezzle? Like, if you could, your naughty side, if you could get away with a crime, what would you do?
That question,
on.
dude.
Come on.
Yeah.
Guess go first.
I'm already around.
Guess go first.
I'm already around very high end vehicles.
Boost vehicles.
But exactly, if you've
Gone
seen
in
Gone in
60
60 seconds, I was about to say, if I could probably do something
baby.
and do it well, that would probably
You
fall
already
into that
did
category.
Eleanor.
Yo,
we can't
Matt,
say that.
I was going to say,
I
what
did
is-
do Eleanor almost.
We're going to get sued now.
Shit.
So that lady has a thing.
The one that we did, it has blue stripes on it, not black, and
Yeah,
it is
sorry.
a satin material,
Can't do it.
not a gloss silver.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
not
all I
quite
got to
the
say.
same. It's close enough.
Okay. Can you tell us that? Some ladies, like, she's suing people for saying Eleanor. Calling a car Eleanor. Is that right?
I have heard that has happened, and I think it's a little bit ridiculous.
Like, yeah.
But
It's a name of a car.
it was,
Is
in
her name
multiple
Eleanor?
movies, like it is a certain Mustang that is supposed to be that Eleanor.
So she had that name before the movie came out.
I think so, but
Okay.
don't
It's her
quote me
name.
on it.
Like it's
Yeah,
her name.
I don't know the story.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
He just told me that I can't say Eleanor on Facebook when I put the photos up.
We'll believe
That
it
is
out.
true. I didn't want any bad publicity on that because it was a beautiful car.
Do the button. Ready? So I took photos of a car.
You can't say. All right. Okay. You cannot
All right.
say.
That's what that button does. Got
Whoa,
it.
You roboted
I'm
it.
a freaking robot.
All right, so you would boost cars, Gone in 60 Seconds, GTA. What would you do?
Most likely.
Come on, you got away with it. What'd you do?
I mean, at this point in my life, look, I there's a thing. Look, we've all heard that money does not solve your problems. Can I just say right now?
bullshit?
Bullshit. Can I,
Porsche GT3 RS race car.
Can I
equals
just say?
happiness.
Can I just say that money? Hold on, you asked me. Can I just say?
But
that
he said the car that I like.
money, dollar bills would
dollar bills.
actually solve all of my problems.
Please zoom in on that. Oh, red
Every
eyes.
one of them.
All it's all. So embezzlement.
Oh,
I take all
okay.
your money. I'm
You
taking
can't-
all your money.
Hold on.
He said
If
I
you're-
want it all.
Embezzlement means that your company has money.
Oh, my company has no money.
So bank robbery. Bank robbery.
Whatever it is.
Car robbery, bank robbery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not
What
just
about
any
you?
car,
Come
though.
on, Cory. Come on, Cory. Say it. Say it. Say it.
You got the little drums.
I struggle with this one.
Cory has no idea.
I do.
How many things do you have programmed on that? That's awesome.
They're awful. So
They are all.
I'm gonna get dark.
Oh, boy. Shut it off, everybody. Shut it off.
Kill the camera.
Kids under 15.
Okay. We're done. Our show's over. This is the last episode we ever made.
That is not what I thought you were going
What
to say.
is happening,
Absolutely at all.
Richard?
Part of me,
Can't believe you just said that.
It's the last guest we'll ever have.
part of me. Okay, when I was younger. Now who's crying? Look at you.
Yeah, I know. It's me because I can't believe you just said that.
Oh, my word.
When I was younger, I was like, why doesn't a really good sniper just take out the bad guys?
Oh,
Like, just take them out.
yeah.
They're doing very bad things.
Yeah.
Your Fidel Castros, your Hitlers, right? Like the people that are just doing really bad things.
Okay.
So part of me has if you're going to do more damage in your life, you than other people are worth, you need to go away.
Okay.
So like part of me does like retribution, murder, assassination. Like I don't know how we want to title
Wow.
this.
You are
Okay.
dark.
Yeah, he's going
Holy
full
cow.
medieval.
But if someone is going to blow up a bomb, okay, we're getting real, right? This is the end. We're about to wrap this. If someone's going to blow up a bomb and kill 1,000 people in New York,
And you're going to end the show with this.
would you kill that person? They're going to push a button.
Would I kill them?
Would you kill that person and stop the bomb? The bomb's going to kill 1,000 people.
I would. I mean, wow. I'd try to stop them. Would I kill them? That's a whole nother level.
So
The easiest way to do that's a bullet.
so my first
Like you said, a sniper.
So my first thing is, will they accept Jesus and stop?
Right.
Will they repent from their sins?
course.
If not, sorry, 1,000 people is more than one person. Like, so that's my dark side. My dark side is, I think 1,000 people is more valuable than one person. I would love to save the one person. I would love to save the one person.
Yeah.
Jesus saved the one person.
He did.
But if the one person does not want to be saved, it sucks. Like it sucks. You know what I mean?
Sucks.
Like our government is in that position all the time.
All the time.
Our SEALs are in that position
Yeah,
all the
sure.
time. Our
Okay.
cops are in
Okay.
that position all the time.
Yep.
Do I kill this guy who's, like shooting up a school? I mean, all right, I'm so sorry. Like I just ended the episode bad.
You did. Boy, that sucked. We were doing so good. Matt's here. He's talking about wrapping cars that are awesome.
He's gonna steal an Eleanor. And the movie ends
Okay.
with
What-
credits.
what-
It's
Well, I got
great.
confused because I thought you said kids under 15.
Yeah, I know.
No, kids under 15 need to like not watch this.
Check out.
Oh, that is
okay.
okay. I thought you were being a pedophile.
I did too.
What?
Yeah, no, that's what I thought when you said that. That's why he said the thing is over. That is literally like he was like, "This is done," because we both immediately thought that. Not where you were going, dog.
Dude.
Absolutely not where you were going.
We're gonna have to go back and watch this.
Like you said, I was
All right.
so confused at where that was going with like the shootings, and then afterwards, and then I was like, wait a second. I was like,
Cory.
he's just gone. Yeah, he's just absolutely gone. But you thought the same thing, right? Okay, I'm not the only one that was like, what did you just say?
Okay.
That's why I was like,
What are we doing?
yeah, I was like, okay, where is this going? And then Cory says something like that, and then it goes on to a ramble, and then I was like, wait a second.
Oh Oh my goodness. That
Okay, so in my head, I said kids under 15 need to stop watching this.
You said kids under 15 when you were talking about a crime. That's all
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah, so
That was all you
yeah,
said.
so kids under 15 stop watching.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that. That changes the whole context of it.
I don't think you ever said that. Shut it off, everybody. Shut it off.
Kill the camera.
Kids under 15. Hit the button. We're done. Hit
Which one?
all of the
I
buttons.
don't know.
All right, so you never know. Shh. You never know what you're going to get with Two Fingers Podcast. It could be serious. It could be spiritual. It could be conspiracy theories.
Right.
It could be entrepreneurial.
Right.
It could be psychological.
Yeah.
It could be
All the
pedophilical.
things. Business.
The heck, guys?
Business, emotional, what all the things.
We were
All
talking about a
things. All
crime,
things.
and then you come out with that. Like, what do
Kids
you
under
think
15
are-
don't
yeah.
watch this.
No,
Oh, my
you
word.
didn't say that. I swear you did not say
All right,
that.
all right.
Put
all
it in
right.
the chat below.
We are gonna shut this down. Look. Here's all I know is I just want to say thanks, Matt, for coming out today and
I
being
appreciate
part
it.
of this show, telling us what you do, kind of how you have dealt with. You good? How you've dealt with business, how you've overcome some adversity. I mean, for me, I'm encouraged.
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
How about you, Cory?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How about you guys? You encourage? I think it's awesome. So, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode.
Goofiness.
So, look. Are you good?
You two
No.
crack me
No.
the hell up. I
You
hope
aren't
know
good?
that.
Look, we have the most fun out here.
What the actual?
What the actual?
What the actual?
So we have the most fun out here. So hey, thanks again for tuning in.
Matt, thanks for coming out.
This is Two Fingers Podcast with Cory and Phil. So our guest today, Matt. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking around for the whole craziness.
Foot high five.
We appreciate you.
You guys do feet five?
We'll talk to you soon.
Foot high five.